Glitch art is a lot of things. At its base, it's a disruption of electrical signals, a corruption of information or data. Analog glitch art goes all the way back to the 70s, where people were rewiring and recircuiting many different electronics, TVs, radios, anything with a signal that's either visual or auditory. Glitch art for me is a corruption of digital files that I end up taking. I take pictures with my camera. Those digital files are all code-based. Once they're on a computer, I can then disrupt that code. I can either add information, take away information, or destroy information. The nostalgia of being a child and playing video games or watching cartoons on those old CRT monitors, those old big box TVs, and seeing the errors and the color mishmash that you'd get on that, static or even frame skipping. A lot of my work in a way is trying to get back to that feeling of like the uniqueness of those errors, the uniqueness of those moments that were never supposed to happen, that were just purely electronical decay. The unique part about my process really is my focus on original content. All my source material, all the photos are taken by me. I've never made a glitch piece that was using someone else's source content unless it was a collaboration piece and it was stated as such. I really enjoy being involved at all points in the process. So I want to be the photographer, I want to be the glitch artist, I want to be the person approving the prints. I face a lot of challenges, I guess, as a digital artist and as an artist in general. Most of which being that digital art hasn't really been accepted in the mainstream until quite recently. Now with the reveal of NFTs and the actual auctioning of digital art by large houses, then that's really been, up until then, been my struggle, just being part of the scene in general. Digital art was widely seen by painters and other sculptors, other artists, as something fleeting, something easily thrown away, or easily reproduced. What I'm trying to do with my art, though, is prove that they can be one-of-one originals and stand alone on their own with other art. One of the many benefits as well from being an artist is the community that I'm able to be a part of. I wasn't cast out, I would say I left on my own terms, but I used to be an avid skateboarder and a main part of the community in this area, at least in Vancouver. And after I had left, or after I had stopped skateboarding so much, I noticed the community wasn't really there for me anymore. It was situational, it was dependent on my action within that community. Art for me has been a way to network with people who really help me work through things, help me even when I'm not active as an artist, and really just build a community that fosters just a healthy relationship. I think being in the Tri-Cities has inspired me at least to look closer at nature. I know not a lot of my photography, not a lot of my glitch work focuses on nature, but when it's so easily accessible and when it's right there, we have beautiful parks, we got good gardens, lots of birds, lots of wildlife, so it lends itself to easy content, for lack of a better word. And beyond that, I know many single or individual artists who actually live within the Tri-Cities. Michael King, Melissa Burgher, all these people live either within Coquitlam or Poco. Art is important in general just for the sake of telling stories, the sake of representing people's emotions, feelings, and time and place. My favorite part about art, and the reason I think it's important, is just being able to see what someone thought was important enough to put on something, seeing what people think is important in general. They thought it was so important they needed to make it so others could see it. I feel like my art is also important in that sense because it's bits and pieces of what I think people need to see or people need to hear. If anyone wanted to see more of my art, they could always go to Instagram. My account is Dizz McGruber, no spaces, Dizz McGruber. I also am on OpenSea.io, so OpenSea.io, Dizz McGruber.